Hey guys, welcome to Write That Down.
Oh my gosh, she got it right!
I'm John and he's Claire.
I spoke too soon.
And we're here to give you some scholastic media tips to help you enter into the field of journalism. So make sure to write that down.
In today's episode, we're going to be talking about interviews.
Your interviews can make or break a story, so it's important to get great information. So how do you do that?
Well, you've probably
heard all the basic information. Don't ask yes or no questions. Keep your questions nice and short and give your subject time to speak.
Another thing to think about when you're doing an in-depth interview is to make sure your subject is comfortable. Like, do the interview in their office or their home.
Making sure your interviewee is comfortable is the key to a great interview. The more comfortable they are, the more open they will be to giving you great answers.
Now, there's so many elements that go into a great interview that we can't really go over all of them in today's episode. But there are a few that we want to highlight today by John Sawatsky.
Sawatsky was a Canadian journalist who was hired by ESPN to help them with their interviewing skills.
He said that as an interviewer, you need to have a good sense of story, a good focus, and an idea of where you want to go.
These things combined with a fundamental interviewing strategy will help you get great answers.
Now, according to Sawatsky, your interviewee will always take an answer that is safe, favorable, or easy. So it's important that you ease them into the interview process by starting out with some easier questions. And then as you go, bump up the difficulty of each question so that by the end, your subject will be answering the hard-hitting questions with the truth. That's why it's important to have an idea of where you want to go.
So to recap, here are today's tips. Make sure to write that down. Make the person you are interviewing as comfortable as possible. Make sure you have a good sense of story, a good focus, and an idea of where you want to go in your interview. Ease into the interview and bump up the difficulty of every question. That's it for today's episode. If you have any questions or suggestions, please hit us up on Twitter at SIPA USC or at SCSPA. I'm Claire.
And I'm John.
Thanks for watching. Write that down. Hey, Doug.